Hi Vonda, this is a little tour of Lausanne, the town where I live. So just gonna start it off. I hope you like it. Here is our school. This is one of the buildings. It's not the only building, but it's where I work. And it's called the Grand Hotel. It was built about 120 or 130 years ago for tuberculosis patients. So Lausanne is south facing and it gets a lot of sun. And so this building was built mostly for tuberculosis patients who would come here from all over Europe and try to recover from the disease. And then the bottom fell out of the market when penicillin was developed after World War II. And so this whole town went into a depression and schools ended up buying a lot of these big old sanatorium buildings. So our school, LAS, rebuilt this in about 2008. They got a pretty good deal from it because a really small sort of university called the American College was here. I think it was pretty successful in like the 60s and 70s. Sylvester Stallone went there, if that's a measure of success. And so this is it. And actually it was owned by the people who founded the school for a while, and then they sold it, and then their relatives, their descendants, bought it back later and turned it into part of our school. So here's my classroom. It's pretty good. I have some windows, but you can see that they actually go out onto the ski room, and then there's some other windows out there. That's okay. So here we are coming outside of the building. We're at about 1,400 meters, maybe 4,300 feet of altitude here. It's snowing out today. Happy birthday on a snowy day, Vonda. It's snowing on your birthday. And yeah, let's go look around just a minute. So I'm just gonna look over here. Unfortunately, it's pretty cloudy and we have some pretty good views here, but I don't think we're gonna have much of a view today. But at least we have nice snow. So this is actually kind of funny. Right behind our school, there's a train station. And so this is the old building where the person in charge of this depot lived. And this has been around for about 120 years. The tuberculosis patients came up through on the train, and they would come up here to this hotel. Bonjour, monsieur. Monsieur, vous descendez quand?
Maintenant.
Ah, d'accord. Est-ce que je peux aller avec vous jusqu'à Fédé?
Oui, oui.
Okay, merci. And now we're on the train, and just by luck, he's leaving right now. Merci. And so I'm going to ride the train. These trains go down pretty steeply, so it's kind of like this actually. You're just tilting down. And now we've arrived at one of the main stations in our little village, which is really what we call a town in the US probably. So here we are. This is Fédé. It's a little old train station, and there's a little store, a little market right there. It's closed right now because it's lunchtime. So here's a little walk through one of the streets of the town in the snow. Go over here, and this would be a view. I'm serious, I promise, but not right now. This is a camp that comes from the UK. They bring kids from all over. So basically everybody in the town, every institution, every school has bought old tuberculosis buildings. I took this view earlier, but now it's not snowing very hard and the sun's out, and so you can see our town's pretty steep. I'm looking down on the flatter parts of the village down there where that sporting center is. That place, that big giant roof down there, is an ice skating rink and sports center. Here's where our garden is. There's the Beau-Site building. That's another old sanatorium. And here's a view of the garden. The train's going by. Not much to see. Everything's covered in snow. It's been fun over here. We're working on a hillside, so that's challenging. It's been nice to be outside more the last few years working on this garden though. I'll put in a little clip from the summer too. Bird tracks. Birds have been hanging out. They like it over here by this sunny wall. This is the view of the that little place. I hope it's focusing. I can't really see the screen. It's right out here. And that's the whole view. Another view of the valley and the gardening truck. There's a lot of sun in the way, but I live right in that apartment right around there. And now I'm going home. This is our library. I'll go in here just for a minute. It just got fixed up like 2 weeks ago. So the whole time I've been here, the last 12 years that I've been here, it hasn't been this nice. It's been fine, but now it looks really good. At least we think it does, because it just got fixed up. So anyway, that's the library. I better get out of being loud. And here's the children's section of the library. Reminds me a little bit of Kurt's room downstairs, I think, in the basement of Alhambra. Maybe it wasn't in the basement, or that might be a playroom down there. We were supposed to be cleaning up a big, messy playroom. Kurt and me and some other people, Vonda, and we were going really slowly. None of us were doing anything. So you came around and you gave us all a very light and certainly not painful smack on the butt, just to get our attention. And I said, "That didn't hurt." And you looked at me, and I looked at you, and then you laughed. And I knew I was off the hook, but I also knew that I was being a smartass. And this is walking home to our apartment. So the bookstore is there on my right. All of the school's admin, hey, what's up? All of the school's admin offices are over here. So that's where a lot of the bosses work. And I'm going upstairs, but I have to beep in every single time. We live in a compound. This is our dorm. There's one side of it. And Kia and I live past all these nice gentlemen right here in this place. Our place is probably a mess, but it's my fault, not Kia's, because I'm very messy. All right. And it doesn't say her name on the door either. Somebody put a sticker on the door. So this is our place. I'll turn the light on in just a minute. And here's the main part of our apartment. Merry Christmas. We have non-traditional decorations in terms of seasons. Ho, ho, ho. And here's some plants, some tomatoes that we grew in the garden that I'm just letting dry there for no real good reason. Yeah, it's a mess back here. But we do have a good view. So here's the view. So here's the view from our window. Kind of a cloudy day out. A little bit of snow on the ground. It snowed a little bit earlier, as you saw. And there's some other mountains over there, and some other mountains over there. And that's it. And here is a nice quote. This is one of my favorite things in my classroom. So it says, "Our lives are not our own. From womb to tomb we are bound to others, past and present. And by each crime and every kindness we birth our future." It's from David Mitchell's Cloud Atlas. Vonda, you have given a lot of kindnesses to a lot of people, and many, many to me. So thank you for birthing your future through me and many others. And I will try to do half as good a job as you do in passing that goodness and that kindness along. So Kia couldn't be here because she's babysitting right now. But Vonda, I hope you've enjoyed this little video, and happy 75th birthday. Thank you for everything that you have taught me and done for me and helped me experience with you and your family. And I love you very much. Bye-bye. Happy 75th.